Lin-Manuel Miranda, it's good to see you again, my friend. This is our third time to chat. And I have to tell you, we were doing this from Cafe Piquet, the best Cuban restaurant in Houston, Texas. Christina, co-owner here, I told her she could say hi to you.
Hi.
She was kind enough to let us work here this morning. So again, great to see you, my friend. The reviews are coming in, and people are saying In the Heights is the return of grand scale movies. How does that make you feel, my friend?
It makes me feel very, very proud and not a little overwhelmed. Making this movie was one of the most joyous summers of my life. Again, you spend your 20s writing a love letter to a neighborhood, and then you get to actually film the story in the neighborhood it's about. It was amazing how much we were embraced. And then this pandemic happened, and now it's this giant reminder of what it feels like to be in community and to be outside and to hug your friends when you see them. And so it's just, it really kind of couldn't come along at a better time for everyone involved.
Tell me where In the Heights began for you.
For me, it began probably on my abuela's staircase when I was 5 years old in North Philadelphia, eavesdropping on my elders' stories of what their life was like back in the island in Puerto Rico. And I just loved hearing their stories. And I saved them all up like a savings account, like a piggy bank in my heart. That's where it started. Then I became a woman, and it started with me meeting Lin-Manuel Miranda and us deciding to tell the story of our community together.
I've seen the musical live on stage. It's amazing. It's outstanding. I love it. Seeing it on the big screen gave me those feelings again. Tell everybody that's watching this right now what the heart and soul is of In the Heights.
Oh gosh, I mean, it's so many things, really. It's a love letter to Northern Manhattan, which is where I grew up, which has always been kind of this amazing immigrant neighborhood at the top of Manhattan. It's literally the highest point in Manhattan, hence the heights of it all. So many American stories sort of start at this spot at the top of Manhattan that no one ever really talks about. But I grew up there, and I always felt like I was sitting on a secret. And so I feel like with this movie, the secret's out.
Jimmy, Olga, it's great to see you both.
How are you, Dave?
I am excited because this movie is here. I will tell you that I have seen it on stage. So, Olga, you are part of the original cast. Yes. And now we get to see it on the big screen. Olga, answer me this question. When you started with In the Heights, did you have any idea that it would be this big now?
Are you kidding me? I started with the readings, the workshops, prior. I was doing a different part. I would tell my agents, Lin-Manuel knows this story, Lin-Manuel Miranda. I would tell my agents, I don't know, this piece, these kids, they're rapping. It's like a rap musical. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I should do it. Okay, let me just give it a try. And look where we are.
Unbelievable. Jimmy Smits, tell me, what was it like for you to get the call that you did when you found out officially you were part of this? They're not even calling it a movie. It's an event.
I was ecstatic, Dave. I mean, happy to make a small contribution to something that I've loved since I saw Olga do it off Broadway, and then many times on Broadway. And the script changed a bit, and because of that, in terms of this movie version, that I felt that I could offer a kind of contribution, and I'm thankful that they went with it, because it was an exhilarating experience to be a part of, and to know that after the pandemic and being in lockdown, it's just the right time for a little bit of joy. So proud to be a part of it.
I've told a lot of people that same line. I've said, this is the movie that we need right now, because honestly, when I saw it, it was my mom and I, and we were just singing along. We skipped out of the theater, and we forgot about the craziness in this world. You all won Tonys back in 2008. The motion picture is finally coming out after a few delays, and of course the craziness of what's going on in the world. What level of excitement? What are you feeling right now? The level of pride that is finally going out to the world to see and enjoy on the big screen.
It's really an honor. I think that when I write stories, I think of them as little time capsules, and I don't know who's going to unearth them. I don't know who's going to find them and who's going to connect with them. And this is going out, this little time capsule is going out to a lot of people. And so it's an honor to think that it will reach some people, it will really connect, and even more so, maybe inspire other Latinos and other young writers of other backgrounds to tell their story and add that to, you know, our American literature.
Corey, it is good to see you again, my man.
You too, man. How you been?
Hey, look who's here. John, say hi to Corey.
What's up,
You remember
Corey?
John?
Hey,
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's like a big reunion. I'm also going to say Melissa, Vanessa's character, I think has the best last name of all time because her last name is Morales.
I agree. I have to agree with you. I 100% agree.
Yes.
Actually, I'm going to start with you, Melissa. Tell me how special this was for you to be a part of In the Heights.
It's a movie that's a love letter to the Latinx community. And I feel like we've been hungry for something like this, for something that like portrays us in all of our glory, in all of our splendor, in all of our light, and the potential that we have as a people and the beauty. It makes me so proud that we get to represent in like such a global way in a movie that's being received with so much love, because we haven't gotten that yet, and it's our time. It was long overdue. Leslie,
tell me how this story speaks to you.
Oh man, in every single way. This was my first film, and the first time that I got to just read a script that looked like, wow, I know these stories. You know, I think we all feel that way. We know the people in this story. That's why it's so beloved. That's why the show on Broadway was so beloved. And even before that on off Broadway. And I think a lot of people will be able to see themselves for the very first time on the big screen, thanks to John, Lynn, Quiara.
Yeah. Corey, you're going to take us home, my man. And obviously we've spoken with you before. We know you. We call you friend. Tell me how this role challenged you. Because at the onset, I said, I'm so proud of what everybody's done. But Corey, I've known you for a while. And to see you in this particular role, I was like, look at my man. Tell me how this role challenged you.
In terms of the challenges, like I was scared to sing. I was scared to dance. I was scared to sort of jump out there in that way because most people don't know that I can do those things. I didn't know that I could really do those things in the beginning, or I didn't have the confidence in myself. And so to be able to lend that voice to this particular community, it's just important to me. And I hope that again, we keep talking about how we get to do a sequel or something like that. But I hope, I just look back fondly on the experience, as challenging as it was, the 10 weeks of rehearsal and the grueling days of shooting and the weather and the delays and the this and the that. The timing is perfect for this movie to come out right now. And I think everybody, John says this, that it's sort of a vaccine shot of hope and joy. And I'm excited to be a part of it, man. And it's great to see you again.
Is it a dream come true that this is finally here on the big screen? I know you've been working on this, I think I read, since the Obama administration, and now here it is. So is it a dream for you now that it's finally here?
I started writing this show during the Bush administration. No. Yeah, I started writing the show in 1999. So I spent my 20s writing the show. We spent our 30s trying to get it on screen. So yeah, this is a very long journey for this film. And again, you can't control when the thing finally gets out of your head and onto the screen. But I feel really hopeful that it's arriving at a time that audiences are receptive to it, at a time that people are just starting to feel safe going to movie theaters again. And again, and we're making it available wherever you feel safe. So if you're seeing it on HBO Max or you're seeing it on a big screen, my recommendation is go see it on the biggest screen possible with other people and then go watch it again when you get home. But again, your mileage may vary.
Thank you for this beautiful movie. You're an inspiration to a lot of people, including myself, and I really appreciate your time today, my friend.
Thank you. Have a coltado on my behalf at the restaurant. Have some
We are
coffee.
in empanadas. They're going right now as you speak.
I'm getting the fumes through the Zoom.
Tell them to send us a little ropa vieja.
Bring some
I just had
picadillo over.
He just had some.
Yeah, I literally just had some. I love it. Thank you both. If you ever come visit us in Houston, this is where we will be coming to eat, okay?
I would be curious to know their thoughts on the menu I put together for the movie for what Abuela Claudia cooks, her Cuban menu. I would be curious to know.
I could ask one of the owners, Christina. Quiara's asking, you're about to meet Christina. This is a great question, by the way. She wants to know about menu items that she prepared for the movie. So name some of the items, Quiara, if you can.
Okay, well, there was ropa vieja, there was pasteles, there was arroz con pollo. We also put together some bacalao, some potato salad. We had the traditional pique, but also the homemade pique with like the vinegar in the bottle and the peppers. So, what do you think? Did we get that menu right?
He got it awesome. In fact, he had ropa vieja earlier, okay, and he had pastelitos de guayaba y queso. So, and we have arroz con pollo every Sunday, bacalao on Fridays. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Y'all are on point.